for ball number 1. Left unorthodox to start things off.
That sticks in the mind of the batters. Really good stuff here to start.
Tossed up delivery this time by Emila.
And some of the paces he was actually keeping up. So his helmet is on the majority of the innings.
Number 1 today for him. And he seems to be in top-notch form.
Such a lovely shot. Placed well. There's a man in the cover.
Able to vary his pace, his variations. And Unmukchan. Width on offer, and what poor delivery. Unmukchan makes the most of it.
Width on offer, but this is such a powerful, brilliant shot from Unmukchan.
Leg side, high up in target all around the ground. Makes it so difficult for a bowler to actually find that consistency.
Angle in over here with 1 to come.
Flatter delivery. And it'll be a single.
So Janoy Drysdale is the bowler, bowling over number 2. Tall. It's
Threaded through the gap, and excellent running this. They have sprinted. Leg side.
Over spinner, such a good fielder. As you said, very tall, but look at the athletic ability. Catches on the boundary right here in the Houston Open over the years. Oh!
Big. Enjoying his time out in the middle. This is his 3rd maximum.
Oh! Short, but into his...
Well bowled. Good delivery this.
Memory, I believe he took 12 wickets in that tournament. Absolutely looked the part. Did a whole lot of good for himself. And the first ball is struck away through the offside for yet another boundary. My goodness, this pair is off and running. In fact, that's actually Mohammed, who is on 4 to start his spell. Quiet dot. Lantafar will want to quell this fast start by these 2 opening batters. Slower delivery. You saw him do that a lot in the swings the new ball, but his changes of pace are the biggest weapon that he has. And so far, you get the best out of Shadley Van Skalkvik. Good delivery here. Played down the ground for a single. Changing and going to Shadley Van Skalkvik. Last ball of over number 3. Slower delivery. Played into the offside. It is a good over. Unmukchan, look at this shot here. That one is the one that went for 6. And then another big one. And this is, for me, the best of all. This knock over the imposing Unmukchan. Very slow run up. Is now worth 39. Couple of singles to start here. Going 240 runs seems to be the norm in T20 cricket. In the air, Drew diving attempt by the fielder. 4. Let's look at that. How close this came to the fielder at backward point. Just to his left, not quite able to get to it. In fact, they got a couple of runs on that occasion. No, they got just 1. Still just settling for 1. So 3 singles to start over number 4. Make that 4 straight singles.
He's a batter that's very technical.
That is probably the perfect description of him. Look how late he plays this, right under his eyes. That's exactly what the batter or the coaches want you to. For the order, back to Shadley Van Skalkvik. Where is that gone? Over the top of it.
Straight into the hands, as simple as you like.
Into the hands of Nitish Sudin at backward point. Not able to keep this one down, Mohammed Khan. And a very straightforward kick. Shadley Van Skalkvik in amongst the wickets as he usually is. Solid deliver there, defended for no run.
Longer, just a little celebration. We'll have to get another replay of that. Quick single. High.
Not quite able to get it here though.
Under edge. And through to the keeper. I was expecting that ball to rise a little bit higher than it did. End of the 5th over, it's 48 for 1.
Back to Kamar Rabbi. Oh, Unmukhchand going. And so far, 39 from 18 as we see that replay yet again. And yes, we're thudding into the gloves of the keeper. Next delivery, going big again. How much of it does he get? For 4. So Unmukhchand is batting like he has a plane to catch. Another 4.
He's picked this up really well.
His mind here, 43 from 19, 2 4s and 4 big 6s.
Just like
Happening during lunch. You would prefer to be batting first because obviously the 2 who are in the middle are the ones who are not able
out there.
cut away and through. That really should have been stopped. The power of the jinx, it always works.
Almost chopped on. Thick inside edge, and they come across for what will now be 2 runs thanks to the misfield. And the
Come from the last over of over number 6. Last over the power play is what I was trying to say. Look at this. That ball went no further to be something that will make Captain Stephen Taylor very happy. This is a very expensive power play. Get through the power play with 6 to 8 runs.
Toronto
This
area.
is true. This is true. Janoy Drysdale back into the attack to bowl over number 6. I will say this. After this ball, I'll say more. Playing in the Houston area. Up and over extra cover. Unmukhchand has played that.
And it was 100% humidity there. Poor delivery. And
Unmukhchand, he's equally surprised. Let's see where this goes. Oh my goodness, this has to be a wide. Good. I do see why Unmukhchand is a little bit perturbed here. In the air, straight down the throat.
try and get to his half century. He falls 4 runs short this time. Again, a big flash outside the off stump and a safe.
Neil Narvekar. Take a look at this replay again. Struck in the air, Obaspinar, given the hands that he has in this.
Off here and there, but a lot of it. Half a shout, and it's a
Very difficult. Stephen Taylor, the man taking the ball himself. He's a power hitting.
high intensity workouts, interval workouts. Tournaments like this, and you're definitely not prepared for the longer format.
So
I think a lot of it just comes down to how you build endurance. You don't need near intensity is not quite. It's something that you're going to have to prepare for regardless of which format you're playing. And that's because cricket is all about whether you're sprinting as a batter, whether you're coming in bowling, sprinting as a fast bowler, or even if
to the bowling of Kamar Rabbi, and really just looked the part, unfortunately for him, falling short of. Back to Kamar Rabbi. Starts out better here. said, "Oh, Unmukchan is about to get to 50," and I looked at him in the commentator's booth and he's like, "Well, oh my God, you got to be kidding me!" This curse and the jinx all at once. So the slowing rate has slowed down a lot. But credit to the bowlers. It's got to be wide, right? No, on the top of Neil Narveka.
Not the tallest of men.
No, he's not.
And
Now, the short ball.
delivery of what has been an excellent over. Looking to pull it into the leg side, didn't have the distance.
He bowled over number 4. That went an expensive one for 6 rather. What is really some good momentum being built here now by the Atlanta Fire. Back to Emilio Ponzo. Down the leg side, Jaskar and Malhotra capable of big hitting. He does have the capability of hitting big. Off the back foot, working it into the leg. 1 from 1. Play just down the ground. And Stephen Taylor putting himself in at first slip.
Oh my
Reverse sweep. Oh, you have got to be kidding.
Play Stephen Taylor, what a great catch this is. Diving to his right, one-handed. After 9.5.
I take you back 2 years and about 250 miles. He is a brilliant slip fielder. In his younger days, he was a wicket-keeper batter, so you know he has good hands.
Absolutely outstanding. And the awareness was exactly what really got me, because you could see he was watching the bat.
A good second over ball by Emilio Ponzo. Look at this again, working it into the leg side. A more accurate throw here.
The first go there,
He's gone by a yard. Look at this here. If he is able to disturb the stumps there, Skokvik to bowl his 3rd over. 2 overs in the books for Shadley Van Skokvik. First over went for Kamal Rabbi. So the second half of the innings, first Stephen Taylor, just such a brilliant piece of work. That little casual flip and working with us here in the commentary booth was Stephen Taylor's father. And I never really realized that in a very weird place where you're going to have to start pushing on to get something more positive. You don't ever want.
As this is pulled away, just haven't been able to find the boundaries. This phase is going to be a lot of rotation of strike. Just rolling his fingers across that. Now that's going to be wide. He will need to re-bowl that one.
First straightforward catch, cut to backward point. This one, full credit to Monali Patel for that wicket catch by Oba Spinar. And then this, the brilliant work by Stephen Taylor to get rid of Jaskar and Malhotra. Challenging targets with their batting. Stephen Taylor back into the attack. Oh, goodness. Struck.
Field there, saving a couple runs. As Stephen Taylor brings himself back into the... He's just going to hold off on that appeal. He was tempted, thought about it.
Stephen Taylor, accurate during the power play, when he bowls during the power play, and then this stage of the innings, particularly to the left-hander.
Build as a batting side.
Yep.
I've got to give credit to Atlanta Fire for that. The bowling has completely dried up the boundaries. And once that pressure starts to build, the batters then are forced. Fired in this time, and they will come across for a quick single. At the moment, it looks like they're going to overs towards the end to be able to attack the bowling. The spinners.
Good looking shot, struck down the ground. So that slowed you down tremendously. You've gotten out to the stage where going into the last, much more than that by now.
There's still plenty of time as well, and plenty of wickets in hand. For a minimum of 6 to 7 runs and over, but keeping it ticking along.
Great delivery here.
What is Austin known for?
Live music, University of Texas, and
Music, and they have some hills? Is that what I'm hearing? Our director telling...
Go further west than Austin, then you really get among the hills. No big mountains as such, but there's certainly a lot of hills.
I don't walk. You're missing out. I would love to be around hills where, you know, you can experience beautiful mountains and go on nice hikes. Stephen Taylor, he's been pretty tidy throughout partnership.
Good delivery, big swipe and a miss. The crease, you'll see on the replay again. It's powered away into the deep and a conventional sweep.
All bowled very well, but very hard to put away. We've seen most of the wickets coming off of spinners as well. Takes the pace off again, and this is what they've been so good at.
I can get more out of the pitch, so he is adding that different element. Goes pace off again. Get one down the ground.
The length that they've targeted, it's been very hard for the batters to actually get the ball away. This one again, the length is spot on.
Behind square. Good diving stop at deep fine leg. Couple more runs here. That one was a little bit too straight going down the leg side, so maybe we'll have a look at that again. Go in the same direction again, and this one he'll get more out of.
And it had to be your pacers. Got the pace off the delivery. And again, there the length, just not too much. They would feel like they're in the driving seat at the moment.
Down the ground again, nobody there, and it goes all the way. Ravinder Singh, 21 from 16 and 27 from 33 respectively. End of over number 15, 114 for has won. This is the last over. In the air and gone. George Rasdale.
Opportunities. This time, Ritik Behera going inside the line of the delivery and in no real control of the shot.
Ravinder Singh, take a look at this again. Toward the back end of the innings, Stephen Taylor is working wonders here in his spell.
Oh.
Outside edge, goes past Shadley Van Skalkvik at slip. Could have the deep third, but my goodness, that was almost another catch.
Now, if only Stephen Taylor was bowling and in slip.
Where is that gone? Landing in no man's land. They'll get a. Ooh, looking to fourth. Oh, was leaning the wrong direction, wasn't he? He was expecting the ball to go to his right. Shadley Van Skalk, 19. Ravinder Singh on strike. Going down the leg side. He would have that in common with the person seated to my right. Tell you what.
Easier.
Skied, catchable, and taken.
Continuing to dig themselves into a hole here, the Royals. They needed these wickets in hand to be able to attack the bowling in the latter.
Slower delivery. Well bowled. Run out opportunity. That's the. And at Nitish Sadini himself. Take a look at this. Good. Ravinder Singh. Amshad De Silva, the non-striker. Slower bouncer. Another good delivery. The best do it here. Pace on this time. Lofted. Short fan leg.
A couple of times as well, trying to get under it, trying to find it. Unfortunately, just never got settled under it. And that's going to
been taken. The opportunity certainly was there. Take a look at this again. Really just did. Drysdale, his last over. Slower delivery, worked into the leg side for a single. A good one, took a wicket, only conceded 3 runs. And he has taken a wicket here, has he? Yes, he has.
This game, they got close because of a very good opening partnership. But in this game, without that opening partnership, they've just continued to lose wickets. I'm not laughing.
You'll accept
pressure to continue building on them. They've allowed for the bowlers to get on top of them. It would have been nice to see a little.
I don't think that you'd be wanting to be in the position that you are. Good, quick Yorker, boy, outside edge found.
2 overs to come after this. They need a few more of this, even if they come in the form of more edges. Got to try and get close to that 150 mark to give.
Solid delivery to close out his spell. Janor Drysdale, excellent stuff, despite the boundary.
For the Royals. Atlantifire will be very happy with this effort with the ball.
Shadley Van Skalkvik is bowling his last over, the penultimate over of the innings. Slower delivery again. It brings to the front line bowlers who still has an over left. Do you bowl Emilio Ponso in the 20th over, or do you give it to someone who is not yet? 19. Big hit down the ground, and boy.
He's outside the ground. I mean, I think he thought this might have been baseball. I'm not sure. Yeah, oh, that is 100% 4.
Yeah, that's as egregious a miss as you've seen in a while. Now, in fairness to the umpires, played into the outfield. The umpires
to help them make those decisions. So you've got to give credit to the umpires. They're seeing things.
Milo Ponso. Down the leg side. That's not going to help. And so that's why I asked the question. Shadley Van Skalkvik at deep fine leg, or deep square leg, I should say. Very good feet.
You've got to try and find the boundary at least a couple of times. And there's the reverse.
Between mid-wicket and long on. How are we not aiming for that gap? As it's a quick delivery from Amila. Over the top of cover for 6. That is some shots. 150 up.
Chance here. 150, a bit of scoreboard pressure with that as well. This is a poor delivery. Low full toss and hit. You've got to give credit to the skipper here. Ravinder Singh, 41 off 30. He's
something to aim at here. Last ball. Knocked him over, walked over too far, leg stump knocked back of getting over the 150 line. 151 for 8.
Partnership as well. Muhammad Khan opened. Unfortunately for him, he fell very early as Unmuk Chan continued to strike the ball. Bit of Unmuk Chan. Unfortunately, from there on, it was tough going. Lost quick succession wickets between 71. A lot of change of pace, a lot of lack of pace as well. And you've got to give credit to the fielding effort as well. We've seen some
who is right up I-45 from here in Dallas with the Texas Super for them. But that's why you play the game. Stephen Taylor immediately off the mark with a single.
Between the two of these sides.
What a great delivery that one is. Now swinging it into the right-handed batter. Short. And it is in the air, falling out of reach.
Did not play that well enough at all, Sagar Patel. Beaten by pace, got way too close to him.
Great delivery. Top right of, look at this ball curling away. That is unplayable. Absolutely brilliant ball.
Well, that's just it, isn't it? Early days. Take a few
Brilliant. Not get that ball. End of over number 1, 2 without loss.
Well, there.
Oh my God.
And I don't understand. As a wicketkeeper, you've got your flap open. You know it's windy. Just creates additional doubt for the into the legs.
Good bowling so far. Neil Nirvakar is actually the bowler. My apologies that earlier I may have said Mohammed Khan. Bowled well during the power play in the first innings of the first match. There goes Stephen Taylor. He does that well, but he does not.
Didn't get any power off the bat. A little bit of flight on offer as well.
We're sitting. I could not see that there's a fielder at long off. I don't think that that was a shot that he should have played with long off in position. That's just not.
One.
Sai Mukamala is the bowler, or the batter rather, the new batter. Play down the ground. Sliced away to start over number 3. Goodness, we've seen a lot of expert bowling so far. And the bowling that you've seen, particularly from, keep doing exactly what you're doing right now. Fire. Slower delivery. Played into the leg side. They may look for a couple and a half. So this game can get out of control if you're not careful. Short delivery, top edge, fine leg, running back. Just easily, really no control over that shot for the batter. And he would have had his heart in his mouth there. But he lives for 1 after 2, after 3.
Oh, how unfortunate and frustrating as a batter when you hit it that well.
Left arm orthodox, saw him get taken to the cleaners earlier in the first game, but came back to take the big wicket of. Sliced away, and it will clear close to the boundary.
Oh my word.
Did that go all the way to the rope? Did we have another situation like we had? Very interesting.
And so Keshav is, I think, supposed to mean the one with hair. That's what it does indicate.
Sliced away again, over the top in the same direction area. I think we have a surprise from our director, the great Hassan.
There you go.
I could not be any more impressed.
With hair like that in it.
Amshida Silva into the attack. Gone! One delivery, that is the end.
The bait, and the bait was taken, and an outstanding catch. Keshav just at that, struggling a little bit with this bowling. Again, there is lack of pace on the surface. The bowlers are also making it very difficult by bowling in the right areas, and then the fielding has been quite outstanding. That catch
not in bunches. It's left-handed Abdulhad Malek was immediately off the mark.
And someone who is known to be able to build an innings, known to be able to capitalize and go on to get bigger scores and bring their side home. So there is a lot of comfort, I'm sure, for his team knowing that
That required rate does not get out of control. Down the leg side, catching opportunity. They're
very close to that pad, and I have a feeling it's taken that thigh pad on. Absolutely refused to do.
slow delivery, played back to the bowler. Every once in a while will show up. Let's take a look at this again. Yeah, to me that has passed. It is a thankless job.
I didn't say I wouldn't be decent at it. I just said I wouldn't do it. Overs in though, you've got time to get a really good partnership going between these two. Of boundaries that we saw in that first innings early on. Oh dear, make that wicket number 3 was placed to perfection for this very moment right here.
Jasker and Malhotra with a great catch.
In this, he just pulled the batter nice and forward, dragged him out of that crease to get him to throw, and that turn.
Okay, look at the very end of this. Look how he bobbles this. There, and then pops up in the air, but there, that.
Worked into the leg side, and he's off the mark. Over.
And I say he's a wild card because he's a lefty. So that means that you will, as they would have wanted to hear.
Up and over through the offside, and again.
From him.
Into the leg side, and that is exactly, and what has been a very good over.
2 straight. You want on McChand. So here, look at this. Here the wickets again, straight down the ground. Stephen Taylor will want to have had that shot back. This here is hammered, but directly to the hair guy for a good sharp catch. And then wicket number 3, Jasker and Malhotra doing his best Stephen Taylor impression to scoop that. Plus, when we played celebrations, that was not.
You didn't have a celebration necessarily, but I don't see you as being a very aggressive type of player.
I was. In fact, let's look at the replay again. Look at this, no flourish, just helping it, and easily put away. Man coming around.
What?
Oh, like Shane Warne, the late great. There is nothing that irritates me more than a bowler who see you're playing this.
Swing and a miss, looking to cut that, and not and off the field is off the field.
Oh, lovely looking shots.
Glorious.
Replay on an overspinner shot. Such an easy on the eyes type of player.
He's now missed that shot twice.
In 8 overs, from overs 7 to 14. Sarjit Lada into the attack.
No.
Boy, he reverse swept that from a ball going down the line of leg stump.
Turn off the surface.
Great.
Excellent
Stuff.
Tries to go for the reverse again, just too full for that shot. You know, the other thing I never did was share equipment or clothing.
Shocker.
I mean, I wasn't trying to be rude. I think I know what you're about to say.
I'll withdraw it.
Thick outside edge.
Done a couple teams where they did that. Great first over by Sarjit Lada.
A T20. Length, really good on that.
And then accelerate from here.
Well, this has been picked up, and it's been picked up a very... This has been struck beautifully for 6.
Oh, he smashed that. Look at his body language after he plays. That is a huge shot by Simon Kamala.
really held his shape through that shot, didn't he? The
Yep.
balance and hands through it. Would have been a wide had he left it, but why would you take one for the wide?
I said needs to go on and put their team closer toward victory. You're exactly right. That would have been outside of that wide line, but 9, but already 10 on the board.
Leg side again, goes for the short delivery. Keeping it wide, but still in the swinging arc, and a very expensive over with the delivery to come.
Well, this ball is outside the line of off stump.
Goes again. Bowler going for the short for Atlanta Fire.
Yes. Over number 9. 3 touchdowns?
Yeah?
Why is that?
Because you wait a whole game to see 3.
3 touchdowns. You know what? Never mind. Let's get back to cricket.
I'm not talking about the points. I'm seeing like the number of.
That is an amazing, amazing accusation. There's a lot of reasons to not like football.
Or, okay, we're going to continue playing on. You know, more continuity.
Fair. Completely fair.
This is an excellent over. Started with a swivel into the leg side. Saiteja Mukamala really opening up his shoulders. 2 6s from him, and then Obas Pinar getting
The long ball. If this pair gets you close, this pair gets you to within, say, 60, then you like your chance. If you say yours is anything other than cricket,
poor delivery, full toss, smashed away, straight into.
I want to see that again. Look at this. Back of the hand, slower ball. Ooh, I'm not necessarily taking the side of the umpire, but look when he plays the shot. He's stooped. Look at this. Look when he plays the shot. He's well stooped. Right? If he's standing straight, it's at least close. It's certainly not clearly a no ball. You can argue over 2 inches. This is going to be an interesting passage of play.
Oh, we might have a slight.
I think his pedigree speaks for itself. Very experienced. At times it's beautiful. It doesn't mean the ball just races off the bat.
And this right here is the fear. A rocky start from Atlanta Fire. Stephen Taylor was the first one to go. And that's a really good flyer. This is a great take at first slip. And this Saiteja Mukamala, the last wicket to fall.
80 needed in the next 54 balls. So some desperation, maybe desperation maybe too strong.
Swept away. And, oh, that is fumbled. Should just be, and that right. Goes long. Ishan Maksoud.
Leg spinner bowling to the left-handed batter, turning into him, and he hammers this. Drags it from a 5th stump line. Ishan Maksoud.
Bit of turn off the surface.
Interest. Do you take on the young orthodox spinner? Choosing for the moment to put away the big shots.
To try and solidify this game. Quicker delivery, going with the angle as well away from. volume have to be on an odd number or an even number? Which are you?
Get that area outside off stump. Hammered. Put away for 4.
Believe that they've got enough batting to be able to see them home. Not overwhelmed by this total or this.
Bowling. Look how wide he is. Oh! And the 3 for 5.
Absolutely phenomenal. This. It was in the air for some time, but they had to travel.
Earlier, I said to you, if you want something done right, call a Jamaican. I'll get back to that point. It was the back end of this innings. Immediately off the mark here. More importantly, 2 balls remaining in subject ladder spell. That shot from Obaspinar. True to form, a couple of into the deep, straight to square leg for a single. So you're at the business end of this. Obaspinar continuing now into the for the Atlanta Fire. Pulled away into the deep. That's good work at deep mid wickets. Off the bat, I thought that may well have. Okay. Pulled away again. This one is a boundary.
He's struggling, Keshav Raval, and he is down. Now this is the boundary. Latched onto the short ball. 2 straight.
Currently, the score is 101. Make the 102 for 5. Oh, knocked him over. Look at that.
Needed it. Needed a wicket desperately to. Still believe 51 off 31 is very doable in a T20 game.
Person coming in was going to be Shatlin Scottvick. We'll see that replay again. Paul Palmer wanting to play that one a lot straighter.
They need support at the other end. And if you can hit shots like that, then why do you...
Played away off the edge, running toward the boundary, and
I mean, I know this wasn't completely out of the middle, but this is well placed. You could just see he's opened the face of that bat to allow for it to go as fine as...
this is where the Atlanta Fire is. Wanted to force that one away.
I wasn't sure if it was a hat or sunglasses. It definitely wasn't a drink, I don't think.
I can't imagine that you'd be calling for Yorker. That one is well played too by Obaspinar. You don't see him pushing for the second run here because it means he will keep. If Obaspinar does not get to his 100, as you look at these, that one over extra cover for me is the shot of the match. But if he does, here we go.
And I'm not opposed to this. That's a wide, and it's forced the ball.
Not that's an actual wide. We thought it was. The scoreboard reflects differently. Hammered. One bounce down to long off.
Did you have any pet peeves when you played?
Pet peeve.
Get ready.
Athletic, but kind of artificial surfaces like concrete with AstroTurf. So I always used to use chalk, of course. You see that nice athletic move there by Amshida Silva. This is me right here. Slower delivery, lofted, and long.
Lost a little bit of that timing.
Long on again in play. Long on will.
It hasn't even really followed through with the shot. It's a short arm jab.
Yep.
And just the bat speed on this has... I'll tell you about that one.
Great delivery. Well played in the end. Goes down to deep third. Wasp inside of the nozzle. I got stung on my tongue. Hammered. Oh, that was a no ball. Missed that. My apologies. Free hit. Slice toward us. It's going to go all the way for 6. 9 for 6 after 17.
You can't afford to be bowling no balls at this point of the game, and unfortunately, and just remember, well bowled, but really well followed this by the batter. Sorry, we're just, I think he's still on.
No, he's on 50. He's already raised the bat.
Okay, we'll just wait for our scorer to catch up.
With us here in a minute.
And I just balled. Balled. Picked up beautifully. It is going to get over.
Look at this pickup shot. It's not a bad ball. If anything, it's too straight, but he just powers it over mid wicket for 6. Scoop shot. Scoop shot. At this stage. Pull away around the corner. Jaskaran Malhotra at the 2 and 7 runs respectively. A little bit more expensive the rest of the way. Ooh, trouble here. Spinar's highlights. Just really solid looking, and then the way he accelerated toward the back end of the innings.
A lot of foot movement, but it is really good weight transfer. And if you watch his head, it is as still as possible. Quick hands through the...
So the penultimate over of the innings, Amshi De Silva bowling his last. Slow delivery, launched in the air. Who wants it? De Silva himself. 11 runs separating you from victory here. See how long that ball stays in the air. And Amshi De Silva did go for victory. Smashed. And smashed hard. And smashed for 4.
De Silva this time. And this is placed and timed beautifully.
Oh.
Can just the bat speed that
slower delivery
than the Royals did, but they've made up for it. Don't think it's going to be a 6 to finish.
This partnership is the second highest partnership of the innings, short just by 1 for the partnership for the 4th wicket. So this pair really having a huge say in what happens in this game. That now equals the highest partnership.
Pulled away. Set up nicely for him as well. But there is
the man who has 58 against his name.
Looking to come back
for the 7th wicket between Sedini and Obaspinar. In the air, that is your 50-run partnership, and that flatter to deceive. This is a shot that he probably should not have played, and then the good sharp catch taking a backward point. But Obaspinar coming to the party, very, very strong, hitting the ball cleanly. Simon Kamal, Zishad Maksud stuck around for a while until he was out caught. Then Obaspinar pairing up with Nitish Sedini to take things home. Paul Palmer is the one who played a couple of good shots, but then got cleaned up there. What he needed to do to stay with Obaspinar and combating the rest of the way. Didn't think that this